I should have 3 recordings, and I'd have to mash them together, and then it wouldn't come out right.
I have a hard enough time mashing one.
Yeah. Bring that party back. God, I can't get that shit out of my head. It is exactly that. It is shit. Again, sorry, Mick, if you're listening. Why are you listening?
I'm not sorry. That look, if you can't call people out on their garbage, that was garbage. Garbage.
Yes, it was. Bring that party, man. He did something right because it sticks in my head. Good morning, Nipsey. Or noonish, afternoonish.
Yes.
2 o'clock?
Somewhere around there. I don't know. He would be able to tell us.
He would. He knows what time it is where he is. Good morning, Ken, who also knows what time it is where he is.
Yes.
It's time to bring that party back. All right. Let me come down here and get to the location. What's up, Rob? You sound like Felipe. One of fools.
Knicks play today, right?
They do 3:30 in the PM.
3:30.
And I very well may put up a post on my page saying, "Shh, Knicks." Because the last time the Knicks played a Game 7 in the Garden was 95, and Patrick Ewing was elbow high above the rim and decided to finger roll, and we lost. So I have a whole lot of feelings happening today.
Against the Indiana Pacers.
Yes. So I'm a little angry today. But I got a right to be hostile. You had to watch an ad,
hostile and angry. There's Cranky.
You had to watch an ad. Okay, let me tell you about that. Since you're watching on Twitch, you can get around that by subscribing on Twitch. And I say subscribe. You don't actually have to pay if you have an Amazon Prime subscription because you can subscribe with Prime and it's free. But anyway,
I have a Prime subscription, but I never ever use Twitch.
No, you don't, because you're on Twitch.
Yeah, but I don't use it to watch anything else.
It's what I watch DJB on every morning.
Yeah, I still work.
Yeah, somebody's got to. Like all these nice people who are watching the show right now, they got to work so we can have a show. So, with no type of ado, I'm going to give you and them a 5 in Shri. Woosh Mama.
Hold on, man. My thing just disappeared on me. My Word document with everything just went blank. Holy shit. I'd never seen that happen before. It was there, and then all of a sudden, all the words just disappeared. It was a blank sheet.
Bring that party back.
Bring that Word doc back. Fucking Mick Benzo. Mick Benzo got into my computer. All right, you know what? I have refreshed it, and now I have words. So
all right, well, you're getting all the hashtags, so
let's don't blame me. I'm telling you, it's got to be Benzo is in here because we were bad mouthing him.
I will give it to you, and you go straight into it with a Shri. Woosh your mama.
This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, we bring you the blame game, beef on wax, the return of Light and El Boogie, and Q-Tip becomes a doctor. What else? Let's listen.
It's not just any day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
All you kids want to get on and shit.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
How can I be damned? At the count of 3, I want y'all to tell me the name of my DJ. 1, 2, 3.
The poppers pop and the breakers break. Like the fellas say oh and the girls say hey. Give it up for the DJ, Mr. Throwback Thursday.
And now, here's your hosts, Bill Winters and Mr. Throwback Thursday himself, Jamie Robinson.
And a very pleasant hello to everybody. Welcome to Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 538, coming at you live and direct with your two favorite idiots, Bill up in New York, Jamie down in Virginia. How are you, my friend?
I am well.
Welcome to New York Knicks Game 7 day.
Yeah, let's talk about fuck Game 7 in the playoffs for the Knickerbockers. 1995, Patrick Ewing, elbow high above the rim, sending the Knicks to the NBA Finals. And instead of stuffing the ball like he was paid to do, he decides he wants to finger roll and be fancy, and he missed, and we lost. So I have an issue with Game 7s at the Garden with the Knickerbockers and the Pacers.
Well, hopefully they can exercise that demon today. Ashley just saw they have upgraded OG Anunoby to questionable, not out, so he is possibly going to play today.
We kind of need him.
We kind of do. He's everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's Mr. Swiss Army knife,
Yeah.
more so than Josh Hart, and I love Josh Hart.
Josh Hart, who is also
listed as questionable
on the abdominal injury,
yeah, which
killed us last game.
very strange injury too. But how you doing, my friend? What's new and exciting?
Aside from that, I am well. I am well.
We have a very special announcement for next week's show.
Oh yes, I heard something about that.
It will be
On a Saturday.
live and direct on Saturday from Virginia because I will be down visiting you, and we will be doing the show together in the confines of your recording room.
Yes.
And I will probably be sitting at your game table.
Yeah, there's a very good chance of that.
How about those Rangers? Yes.
No issue with them.
Yes. No
They
issue
won
with
me a bunch of money along the way too. So, and I say a
Yes.
bunch, like $12 at a time. But
It was so funny. I was, you know where I was. I was refereeing games at night.
and picking up a very special bottle.
Yes, that I did too. And that's coming down with me on when I come down as well. It's so funny. I showed you that picture, and all I saw was, ooh, and then Homer Simpson. But no, it was my absolute pleasure to. They ID'd me and everything to make sure I was the one picking it up.
Yeah, that's not a bottle of Bacardi you were picking up that they can just replace.
No.
That's a fancy.
So that's why I was like, hey, I get it.
Yeah.
I took it out of my wallet. I said, do you need to scan it? And they're like, no, as long as the name matches what he says, we're good. And I'm like, well, I'm glad he didn't put ESQ on it.
I did. No, you erased
But yeah, we'll be coming live and direct from the confines of Jamie's house on Saturday next week.
Yes.
And then we will, of course, release it on Thursday, as we always do.
That's how we do.
And I am wearing my Hudson Valley Vipers jersey to celebrate the Vipers, our local semi-pro team that won the APHL, American Premier Hockey League Championship yesterday on the road after an 8.5-hour drive to Toledo, Ohio.
Home of the Mud Hens.
And they beat the Toledo Mobsters 7-4 to bring home the inaugural APHL championship. I hope to God they don't plan the parade for while I'm gone, because I'll be pissed off.
To the highest of festivity.
Yeah, because, you know, I am the voice of the Vipers, so
I've heard.
I should be emceeing this thing. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So,
Station we've passed.
Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 538, standard menu applies today.
Mm-hmm.
We have some hip-hop headlines. We have, we'll have our new school headline, I'm sure.
It's
Woo
there.
News, a record of the week, a one and done, and the record of the week is finally going to be from our artist of
Artist
the month.
And it's one I'm betting most people have not heard.
And this is a new one.
I didn't know how else to list this one.
The new to the old to the new. Now,
Yes.
because we've got a new school artist teaming up with an old school artist
We do.
to bring you that old school funk. And I actually, out of the new school artists, this is one of my more preferred ones.
Yes. And because of him,
Laszlo Holmes.
I wore my Laszlo shirt after the Rangers won. So I wore that on Friday.
Do that hockey. So we will hear a little bit more
That's
from
what's up.
the artist fictionally known as Laszlo Holmes.
Yes.
in a little bit. I will read some lyrics, of course.
Please
and then
do.
we'll put a bow on episode 538. But we got a decent amount of hip-hop headlines to get to. So if you would be so kind, would you hit me with a little of that Triple H?
Yay.
To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't stop, don't stop. Got some flex with the real hip hop, hip hop. To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't quit, don't quit. Got some flex and we came to rip shit, rip shit. To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't stop, don't stop. Got some flex with the real hip hop, hip hop. To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't quit, don't quit. Got
This
some
is
flex
Hip Hop Headlines, brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
And normally I would say get on it. It's your time. But I found this soapbox over here and I need to get on it myself.
Well, then I will step away and I will steady the box for you so
Yes,
you do
please
not
do.
fall.
Because you don't want me
Unlike
doing
my
that by myself.
wife, who
Yeah.
climbs ladders without anybody holding them. But
Okay, we
Okay.
don't talk a whole lot about I don't even know what I want to call it. Pop news.
yes,
The things that everybody else in the world is talking about, we tend not to
right.
because you hear it from everywhere else. But based on new people talking about this stuff, I want to say fuck you to everybody out there who is now apologizing to Cassie, who is saying, "Oh, I guess I was wrong. I should have believed the victim when they said they were getting their ass beat
There is
and
this terrible,
brutalized."
terrible thing of people not believing the victims just because.
And now it's, "Oh, I guess I have to apologize to Cassie for not believing her, but going forward, I'm still not believing any news outlet or blogs or anything about these things that happen until I see proof." Number one, you're not the fucking judge, the jury, or the executioner. You do what the fuck you want. But the more and more people stand out there and say, "Yeah, well, they were just going after Diddy. They're just going after him." Well, you know,
They were
and
going
th-
after him as bad as he went
there's a
after
reason.
Cassie.
there's a reason they're going after him. You don't just randomly go after big name people like that, like the fucking Epstein. You have my biggest issue with it lately is, yeah, I guess he did do that shit, but you can't get him because the statute of limitations is up on that. Okay, your fucking hero worship level is insane at that point. If you say, "I saw the video, yeah, he beat the shit out of that girl," but they can't do anything to him because the statute of limitations is up, so she just needs to stop. Who the fuck are these people, and why do they exist?
It's what you said. It's hero worship, and
It's insane.
It's borderline mental illness, I think.
Yeah, because we've talked about it as the years have gone on, and people who we like have done stupid shit.
Let's put it this way:
We
you
can
are a
still
member.
separate the artist from the art.
You are a member of the Zulu Nation.
Yes, I am. I have a card. I have a medallion. I have everything. Yes, I am an
The
actual.
minute we heard that Bambaataa had
Been accused.
been accused and had done some, for lack of a better term, awful shit,
Yes.
it's not like we said, "Well, I need to see proof."
No.
No, we were like, we'll let the legal course play out.
Right. I mean,
But
the
that
nation-
being said, why does
removed
this
him.
guy have any reason to lie?
Right. Multiple people. It's not like, okay, we'll use Bambaataa as a reference. It's not like Bambaataa is super rich and you're going to get paid for it.
No,
It's not like Bambaata's out there still performing. Well, he is performing out of the country, but it's not like he's a big name touring right now and you're
Yes,
going
he
to damage
was, he
his
was not
legacy.
at the forefront of the entertainment industry at the time.
Right. It's just like when people go after Bill Cosby. What was Bill Cosby doing that you're like, "Oh, well, I need to just bring him down now because he's at the top of his game"?
He
No.
he was playing events like the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Right.
That's what he was doing.
So, and I can still to this day, this is an awful, awful thing. And I'm sure there are more awful things that Diddy's done. I can still listen to the music. I can separate the artist from the art, but the artist is a giant piece of shit and people need to stop supporting him as a person.
Now, see, to a certain extent, I'm the same way, but I was never much of a fan of his anyway.
Well, no, but the stuff that he put out. I mean, I like Craig Mack.
So I'm not clamoring to fill my Apple Music library with Diddy produced shit
Right.
anyway. But that being said, I don't feel that whether I enjoy the music. Look, I still Bill Cosby was the soundtrack of my comedy life when I was
Yes.
growing up.
Yep.
That being said, I will not stream any of his stuff because I don't feel the need to put any money in his pocket based off of the shitty type
Right.
of person he is.
Right. But I know you don't go out of your way to tell everyone you need to stop listening to Bill Cosby and
No,
watching the Cosby
I'm
Show.
I'm not in a cancel culture.
Right.
Here,
you need
let's
to go
put
to
it this
jail
way.
for fucking up culture.
Let's put it this way, and this is not hip hop related either, but because we're talking about this sort of thing, everybody is going out of their fucking minds based off of what Harrison Butker said at a Christian/Catholic. I'm not sure exactly what the denomination of the college is, but it was like Benedictine college.
Mhm.
He did the commencement speech.
Yes.
And basically said that, all the women who are graduating should be looking forward to their greatest role in life, which is being a homemaker and a mother.
Right.
Here's the thing. Whether I believe him or not, we have fought wars for dumbass people to be able to say dumbass things,
Mm-hmm.
whether I agree with it or not. My thing is,
Right. He wasn't talking to me and you.
it wasn't talking to me and you, and
Yeah.
in the United States, you are constitutionally protected to show your ass in public with your stupidity whenever you want, as long as you are not making threats.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to be stupid in public.
Yeah.
You're also allowed to call out stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, now people are trying to get the Chiefs to cut him.
Right.
And this tells you all you need to know about a certain sect of the voting public.
Mm-hmm.
They lost their collective shit because Taylor Swift all of a sudden showed up at games.
Yes. I do recall that.
That same sect of the voting public
Mm-hmm.
has now made Harrison Butker the #1 selling jersey in the NFL right now.
Yep. I believe the great Forrest Gump once said, stupid is
As stupid,
as stupid does.
And here's the thing, whether I agree with him or not, the guy has a right to say what he wants. And his speech was targeted for a certain group of
Yes.
people who he knew his audience. That's the fundamentals that they may have been teaching at that school. Who knows?
Yeah.
But he didn't get booed off stage there. They accepted it.
Yeah. A la Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is another one. He
Yeah.
may be a fucking nut job,
He is.
and he may spew misinformation regarding some scientific stuff.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, he didn't threaten anybody.
No. And he's my quarterback. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. He's the quarterback of your team. He may not be
Yes.
your quarterback, but he's the guy who's currently taking snaps for the
Yes.
team.
That's the presidential approach. Yes. He is the president of my country.
So,
But anyway, I needed to get that out there.
and I
See-
watched the video.
Oh yeah, I know. I
Diddy's
sent
a
you the
piece
video.
of shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Right,
It's popular news, and we don't usually cover it because everybody else in the world does. But my approach is more toward the people who are responding to this popular news, and they litter my pages.
Yeah. So we'll get into hip hop headlines by talking about some equally popular news right now.
Yes, which we also
Everybody's
haven't really
talking
talked about.
this. In case your head's been under a stone lately, you know that Kendrick Lamar Duckworth
Yes.
and Aubrey Drake Graham have had a little bit of a public spat lately.
Yes, they've had a tiff, if you will.
I think it's funny that they both have duck references in their name.
Ooh.
and ducks fly together. So, but neither one of them are mighty ducks in my view. Kendrick maybe more so than Drake. I can't stand Drake. They've had this stupid beef going now for a couple of weeks. They've each released like 4 diss tracks on each other. And people are listening to it and listening to it and listening to it. And one of the elder statesmen of the hip hop community has come out, and this comes to us from BET.com. And he's not criticizing either one of them.
No.
He's criticizing the public who has consumed this. And it's
Because the thing about the two of them, it's been very good for music. It's been very good for their sales because these aren't, you don't have to wait like we used to wait. LL put out a record. Oh, well, now Mo D's got to go write one. He's got to record one. They got to put it out on vinyl or cassette or whatever.
right.
So this
You get the
is,
response about 6 months later.
yeah, this, you're looking at 6 days was a long one between these.
Because,
So it's good for the music. I don't listen to the music now, really. I mean, here and there, but it's good for the music because it's sparking interest, and people who don't normally listen are going
like
to
myself, I told you, I actually listened to basically every single track that was released because I wanted to be somewhat knowledgeable on this whole thing. And as far as I'm concerned, Kendrick just ate up.
But did you deep dive into every single line and evaluate it and fact check it and go break out your Encyclopedia Britannica collection and see if these were true statements? Or did you go, oh, that was a nice line, that one was cool? Because there's people are doing too much.
Maybe
today.
because I am not of a generation where everybody has to prove that they're holier than thou, and they have to prove that they know more than you.
Right.
The funniest thing about the smartest guy in the room, he never has to tell you he's the smartest guy in the
Exactly.
room, right? And Big Daddy Kane kind of has the same feeling about this whole thing. And that's who we were talking about. Legend Big Daddy Kane says he's not feeling how fans have reacted to this beef between Kendrick and Drake. He was
John, Sarah, you've missed nothing except for Bill and I complaining about things. This is the first article.
This new breed is ... There's 4 dots there, Rob. You can put SOFT for each one of those dots. The new breed is soft.
Yeah.
And they're soft because it has been drummed into people that it's okay to be soft now. And it's funny because a generation of soft people digs hard into things
Yeah.
worse
With their
than
keyboards.
I've ever seen. Yeah, they're keyboard warriors. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Big Daddy Kane on the Art of Dialogue says that the fact checking from each fan base took all of the fun out of the battle. Oh man, Lion, you are the best. Because he's right. Britannica is not a country. Funk and Wagnalls is not a law firm. Kane says, I was trying to keep up with the Kendrick and Drake thing, but I kind of lost interest. It just wasn't exciting to me, not because of them two, but because of the fan base. The fan base just made it to where, I'm good. Kind of like the whole fan base with Pistuki.
Yeah.
It's not a competitive thing about who spit the better bars anymore. It's a thing about fact checking to see if this person told the truth.
Right.
If the line is dope and he dissed you, it's dope.
Exactly.
End of story. It's that simple. He bodied you with what he said. That is what the nature of hip-hop beef is.
Are people running around asking Faith Evans if she slept with Tupac? And does that take away from the song if she says no? Or that's why I fucked you a bitch, you fat motherfucker. There's a very big difference between how that is received, and then, we should go ask her if this is a true thing, because otherwise that just is stupid. That doesn't even work,
Counterpoint. Who do we think raised the current generation and made them soft?
The internet.
Yeah. The internet and school counselors with agendas of their own. Yes, and that's true. Cranky is nastier to me and Adam based off of our hat choices.
Yes.
Than this whole. Although I will say this one kind of got, when
Slightly
Kendrick,
heated.
when Kendrick comes out and says, "Yeah, you hid your son on the world forever, and you got a daughter too that you haven't told anybody about." So,
and whether it's true or not, I don't care.
and Kane says, "In my days of battling people, I said stuff that wasn't true, but who cares?"
Yeah.
The set
It was
off.
about the music and the rhyme and how it made you feel, not if every single thing you said was true about that
Let's
other
put
person.
it this way: do you think King T really met somebody whose mama had a wooden leg as a kickstand?
You never know, man.
And he knew somebody
No
who
arms.
your mom cut your dad's legs off or arms off so she couldn't kick it.
Yeah.
It's just,
Wait, said it wrong.
it's hip hop beef is supposed to be over the top stupid.
Yeah, it is a creative art form. It is not a biographical narration. Although it could be.
You know what it is? It's yo mama jokes set to a beat.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And it always has been.
Your mama's so fat she sat on a rainbow and Skittles popped out of it.
Yeah.
Like that's never going to happen, but how funny is that line? The first time I heard that, I was like, "Ooh, taste the rainbow." So
Breath smell like spoiled milk.
that could be true. I've met people like that. But getting back to Kane, he says,
Yes.
that's the way the younger generation looks at battles. Good for them. It's not about Kendrick or Drake. Their comments and their views, they make it unenjoyable for me. And he goes, I'll go back and listen to Busy B and Cool Mo D. You can have this shit. But then at the end of that, that's when you get the young kid who played, young Doughboy. Y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah.
Because that's what
Exactly.
that's what happened there. So Kane says, while Kane may not like how the fans are responding to the feud with the fact checking and all that, it is one of the better beefs we've seen in a while.
Yeah, like I said, it sparks interest from people who normally don't listen. So that is good. Bring more people's ears to hip hop.
Mm-hmm. But I still think Kendrick has handily won it. Oh, and no doubt on this. Mo is so much more of a. Most of these kids aren't wordsmiths anymore because it's all about, it's all about the beat and everything, and just saying the same thing over and over, and rhyming bitches with bitches, and
Yeah, well, when we used to do a segment just for, I think it was for Instagram. It was Bill reads lyrics, and he would only read the new stuff for Instagram, and it got to be where it was chorus, verse, and the verse was 4 lines. It was chorus, outro. This is the way the songs were structured. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
There's no meat on the bone with a lot of this stuff. It's the ringtone rap.
Mm-hmm.
So keep tuned on anything there for any more developments on there.
Yes.
If anybody else comes out and says that they got an issue with this stuff, then we'll report on it.
Yeah, or if John and Sarah want to go and fact check all of these rap beefs and battles from the 70s up till now and see how many people actually told the truth.
Now, you want to talk about beef.
I do.
Diss tracks and stuff. Hip Hop DX brings us
talk about
this one, and I
beefaroni
think
if you want. I don't care.
This was one that I don't think got as much play because everybody knows.
It depends on where you were.
Yeah, depending on where you were. But
yeah,
everybody knew Cube's beef with Easy and with the former president NWA.
Because that was super noteworthy. Cube left the world's most dangerous group and went out on his own and then turned around and fired at him. That was very, very big on UMTV raps at the time.
But I don't know if a lot of people remember that Cube had beef with Common.
Common? Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
The bitch in you. Common went after him.
Common was on Carmelo Anthony and the Kid Mero have a podcast called 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. and Common basically reflected on
Syracuse
his
Carmelo
beef
jersey.
with Cube, which, you know, the bitch and you.
Yep.
Y-O-O. As in you who. And we talking
wanna
about his
Yoo-hoo now.
decision to do battle with Cube. Common said, look, I'm a warrior too. I'm from the south side of Chicago. At a certain point, if you come at me, I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to go at you.
Right.
A
'Cause
fight to kill John Wick style. Oh, shit. Cube killed his dog.
well, everybody at the time, he was backpack rapper number one. That's who Common was. And Cube was, I'm from fucking South Central, and Common basically had to step up and say, yeah, but I'm from South Side of Chicago. You know,
Yeah. And with Be Real too. That's
yeah, Cube had, yeah,
Cube
that was a
angry for
fun one.
while. Yeah.
because that one wasn't openly out there on wax.
No, but this one, and thankfully this one didn't go any further than wax. And Common says that too. He says, ultimately, I felt good that we kept it on wax. It was getting to that point with me and Cube because they was looking at me like, oh, Common's just this backpack dude.
Right.
But then we had a little confrontation in Atlanta, and this was like 95 where, and like I said, me and Cube, it's all love now, he says. But at that point, we had a little confrontation, and I was like, man, this could get ugly. Common also praised Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan for helping settle the beef.
He was good at that.
He says, thank God for Minister Farrakhan, because at the time, Biggie had just passed. Obviously, Pac had passed before him, and it was just like, man, you don't know who's going to do what.
It's true.
So Farrakhan helped mediate the dispute between Common and Cube, who at the time was a member of the Nation of Islam. They had a sit-down at the Nation of Islam's headquarters in Chicago, so maybe Common felt like he had home
court.
home court advantage, and was also attended by other hip-hop luminaries, so it was almost like an intervention.
Yeah.
Snoop was there, the Dog Pound was there, Bone Thugs was there, Nate Dogg, all the dogs.
Yes, all the dogs were there.
Mac 10, WC, Fat Joe, Chuck D, and $2 Sign Hort was there.
Look out.
And it all said, I guess it started after Cube had a problem with lyrics in I Used to Love Her.
Yes, because he talked about, she went out to the West and basically got fucked up.
Well, that's what he says. The line in there, I wasn't salty when she was with them boys in the hood.
Yeah.
And then Cube came back on Mac 10's West Side Slaughterhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then Common came back with the bitch and you.
Yes.
And then
You.
Cube, last year, I guess, Cube reflected on the feud. And, before they became adversaries, he had actually come to his rescue. Common had helped out Cube. My first big show outside of L.A. was at the Regal in Chicago, he said. We forgot one of our records that we were performing. Guess who took me to the record store to buy the record? I had to go buy our own record. He goes, but it was Common who took me to the record store to get it.
Nice.
He was opening for us. I mean, we didn't really know who he was, and that's just, one of the footnotes. But Chicago has always welcomed us before the rest of the country did. So they knew each other. Common did Cube a favor. They battled. They talked it out before it got any further than just battling. And now they're on good terms. See, this is how hip-hop beefs are supposed to do.
Yes. Leave it on wax.
Kid and Play and Quincy doesn't have the same ring to it.
It doesn't now.
But apparently Kid and Play had a chance for a Q Jones produced sitcom, and they said, no thanks.
I said pass. But no, at the
there's-
time, Kid and Play were huge. I mean, not just because of the music and because of the house party. They had their own Saturday morning
They
cartoon.
did. And a
They
lot
had
of
a
people don't remember
Marvel
that.
comic book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were everywhere. So a television show would have been natural as a next step.
Because of
A
all
la
that.
Fresh Prince.
And this comes to us from Rock the Bells. They said after Fresh Prince, Q sought after us, said Play. We met him, ended up having a great relationship and friendship with him. He wanted to know what we wanted to do. He had an idea for a sitcom where we were roommates with a third person which was going to be an elderly white man.
Yeah, but look at who they wanted for it.
Don motherfucking Rickles.
Man,
I would have been appointment television for that every week.
Kid and
Just to
Play
see
and
Don
Don
Rickles. Because Kid and Play, not the greatest wordsmiths in the world, but not terrible. And you want to talk about somebody who could cut you up
Yeah,
worse than any diss record you ever heard?
I think that would be a wonderful combination.
Don Rickles was dirty. That I would have played. Seriously, that would have been appointment television for me
Yes.
every week.
Most definitely.
He says they didn't see the chemistry with Rickles, so that's why they turned it down. And
that's something I think, being them at that time, I think they would have to sit down in a room. Assuming Don Rickles even would have done it,
yeah,
they would have to sit down in a room with him and hang out and talk with him and see how it went. That, because on paper, that does look like an odd pairing,
yes.
but I think it would have worked.
But now Play says they had one. If they had one regret, it's turning that down.
See,
They were also offered a chance to do an updated version of Uptown Saturday Night, the original Sidney
Wow.
Poitier and
Yeah.
Bill Cosby, as we were talking about him earlier. We ended up meeting Cosby to get his blessing and going to Sidney Poitier's home in Bel Air. Unfortunately, the way that they were developing the script wasn't to our liking, he said. So-
that's also good for them, because if you're gonna renew, reboot, remake, whatever, reimagine a classic, you need to be fully on board with the way it's being done. Otherwise,
Right.
you are going to be characterized as the person who killed that, not the person who wrote or
right.
directed it badly.
And accused of just doing it for the money,
Right.
which we do everything we do for money.
Right. It's
Why do you
just a
think
matter
I
of
get
how
up
much,
in the morning and go to work?
how much does the money weigh in
Money.
on your decision. Right. So the money for them wasn't enough of a thing to make them go, yeah, we don't care what it looks like. We don't care if it's rapping.
Rap.
We don't care if you make Body Rock and put it on TV. We don't care. You just pay us.
Body
'Cause I've seen enough of those things where it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I'll do whatever. Just pay me. Nick Cage, Bruce Willis, whatever. But they had the integrity to say, no, it's not going to look good on us
Right.
for you ruining a classic.
And then we're going to get the ire of two of the legends in the world
And
at
all
the
their
time
fans.
of Poitier and Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So too much pressure.
Yeah. Yep. You're not going to do it right. We're going to get blamed for it.
Good
We're
for
not having it.
recognizing it. So, no Body Rock t-shirts. We are not making Body Rock t-shirts.
Just put a Lorenzo Lamas on it. It said, I'm with Chili.
Next article. This one got me hyped when I read it.
Well, I'm glad.
Return of the Light.
As a rock.
We have talked in the past how on our hip hop Mount Rushmore,
Mm-hmm.
it's MCs.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what their plumbing is, whether it's indoor plumbing,
Nope.
outdoor plumbing, whatever. And we both agreed MC Light belongs on that list.
Yes.
MC Light is gearing up to make a comeback, but don't call it a comeback.
No. Look, Light's everywhere. Even though she's not
Really
putting out
is.
music, like, isn't she the voice of the Grammys? Like, she is their announcer, like Don Pardo.
Yeah, she was this past year, I think.
She has been for a few years. I mean, she's all over the place.
Revealed she is dropping her first album in nearly 10 years this summer.
We played the first single. It was Hurricane and Salt,
And-
Woman.
And the first week that record is out, I guarantee that will be the record of the week.
Yes, it will.
Because I, who never make executive decisions on this show, am making an executive decision that week that album is released is going to be record of the week.
Yes.
So on the Rock the Bells show, that's The Joint with MC Sha Rock, friend of the show, the luminary
Yes.
icon MC Sha Rock, and also friend of the show, Grandmaster
Grandmaster
Caz.
Caz. Yes, yes.
MC Light excitedly shared the news saying, I got a new record. I'm working on it right now. The new single is out, Woman, which we
Mhm.
played. The new record is coming. We'll have another single coming in June for Black Music Month, which is going to be spectacular. The record is set to release on August 9th, the day before
Day
my
before.
birthday. So I will treat myself to that record for my birthday.
Yes,
It
you will treat it right.
Promises to feature some notable collaborations. Light hinted at this, mentioning, of course, I got some winning folks on this album. Now I got to talk to Major, she says. Her last album was released in 2015. It was called Legend.
It was. I have it here. I actually have a signed copy on vinyl.
The single Woman features Kane, Raheem DeVaughn, and Salt.
Mhm.
Dropped back in March. We played it. It's
We
been
did.
well received. Light has been relatively quiet on the album front, but she hasn't been absent from the music scene altogether. She's made guest appearances on tracks by Slim Kid, a track called Roots, Love, and Culture. Partners in Rhyme Unstoppable with Precious Way and Jania. And DJ Shoney and Scales had a track called Hot that she made an appearance on. So, and then she was recognized for her impactful storytelling at the Seed Summit Plus Awards in March. So, Light is...
I told you she's all over the place. I
Yeah,
mean,
she's
just because she's
a
not
woman.
releasing her own music, she's in the public eye
Mhm.
and ear.
And I love the fact that they don't mention the fact that she is the voice of the Grammys.
No, she's just there. I mean, it's you hear the voice, you're like, is that Light? What? Because
Now, Light, I can understand putting on a new record, and I believe it when she says she's doing it.
yes, because she's got a plan. She's got dates for singles. She knows where she's going.
And she doesn't have a reputation for making people wait.
She does. Although we've waited, but just say 15 years.
Yeah,
didn't
but
say
she-
15
but
years
it's
ago that
not
she was
like-
dropping a new one.
It's not like she said, "Oh, I'm going to do this," and then
15 years later, there it was.
15 years later, like Dre has done,
Detox. Yeah.
did Detox. Yes.
I expect this album to be released in like 2037.
This one I'm getting ready to talk about? Yeah. Hip Hop DX brings us this. The son of L Boogie, named YG Marley, has hinted
Yes, hinted. He has hinted.
that Ms. Lauryn Hill, L Boogie, is working on a new album.
I really hope this is true.
I do too, because The Miseducation is a great record.
Yes, it's
And
an
we
R&B
took-
record, but let's
we
not.
took a lot of shit for calling it an R&B record, and we took a lot of shit for calling it a one and done.
But it is.
But it is, and it is.
Yeah.
1998 was the year of The Miseducation of Lauryn
Mhm.
Hill. So it's been 26 years.
It has.
She also suggested to TMZ that Marley had told fans that they could expect new music. Hill
So
looked
he
at the
leaked
TMZ
information
reporter,
that she was not ready to leak, apparently.
nodded her head, but didn't say anything. Marley is also the grandson of Bob Marley and had moments earlier said to the publication, "Music's on the way." When asked if he would be involved in the creation, he said, "I guess we'll have to see."
Yes.
So
Bob
I guess
Marley
they
will
were
not be involved in the creation, no.
they were recently on Jimmy Fallon, though, together.
I heard that. I did not see it.
I didn't
That's
see
another
it
one
either.
of those. I tried to. We were talking about Taylor Tomlinson earlier. Patrons, you'll hear that. Everybody else won't. We were saying she has a show, and I tune in now when I know that there's going to be people on that will make the show interesting for me. Jimmy Fallon's the same way. Not that his show has lessened in quality or anything, but it's every single night, and I can't keep up.
No.
So I tend to record it when there's somebody on who I'm going to be very interested in seeing.
Right.
And I missed that this one happened.
But, Jimmy Fallon's got a YouTube channel, so I'm sure it's easy
Yeah,
enough.
and
to
I'm
find
sure it's
video.
on Peacock or Hulu, or I think he's on Peacock. So
So-
I can find it. I just have not yet.
So they were on stage together at Coachella recently, too. She surprisingly popped up during YG Marley's set
Because she
And
was
brought-
supposed to be there 3 weeks earlier for another show, but
and brought Wyclef along for the ride.
That's nice.
So the trio performed hits
Where's Praz?
from he is detained in more ways than one.
He's dancing around the border like Cassius Clay right now.
Oh, I don't think he's around the border. Maybe around the border of the backyard where they can get their 1 hour of exercise a day.
Yeah.
But the trio performed Lauryn Hill stuff, Fuji stuff, all the hits. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
And YG filled in for Praz on Ready or Not. So
Nice.
maybe that's. And then later in the set, they also brought out Busta Rhymes.
Yes.
But it's impressive that if a new record comes out when it's supposed to come out, we'll definitely give it a listen, because as much as we dunk on El Boogie for her lack of timeliness, let's put it that way, her own clock, El Boogie time, she's still very talented.
Oh yeah.
And I still will go back and watch Sister Act 2 to see a young Lauryn Hill sing her face off in that movie. So
you can go back and watch her on Showtime with the Apollo get booed.
I remember that. I actually YouTubed that not too terribly long ago, and they were brutal to her.
Yeah.
Next article. We were talking earlier. Yeah, I like this. Preem saves careers.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the DMC thing to it. That's
It
more
doesn't.
of a
That's a Marshall thing.
yes. So a new single's coming out, or it has come out, I should say. Hot New Hip Hop reports on this. The greatest producer in the world, your favorite, of course,
Yes.
DJ Premier, has teamed up with Laszlo Holmes.
He has.
To do that hockey.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Of course, we're talking about Chance the Rapper. Also, former voice judge Chance the Rapper, which still makes me laugh.
Yeah.
He's on the comeback trail. We hadn't heard much from Chance in the last
No.
few years. He stepped away from music because his last record, The Big Day, got a horrible reception.
Yeah, it was not received well, as I recall. Yeah. I didn't listen to it. It's not me, but
He is now re-energized. There's lyricism and musicality that was sorely lacking on his studio debut, and fans are hopeful he can get back to his prime, like when he was doing acid rap. Chance has now dropped a single featuring DJ Premier, and it's called Together.
I wonder if I've heard that yet.
The production is much better than whatever was happening on The Big Day, and that you can attribute right to DJ Premier. Chance gets a classic Premier beat complete with soulful vocal chops, stuttering piano keys, same kind of nostalgia that Chance harnessed so effectively on acid rap, but it does mark a distinct musical change. There's no horns, no gospel breakdowns. In its place is something quieter and more contemplative, which is the Preem thing. And somebody said it's the sort of beat that Common would have rapped on during the Like Water for Chocolate days. So, which makes sense because Chance is from Chicago. Common was from Chicago. So,
yes.
And both have worked with Preem. So, Together also thrives on the fact that Chance has improved in his lyricism. He's not as preachy on this, I guess.
You should check it out.
Perhaps we should. Maybe later on in the show.
Who knows?
Dun, dun, dun. But it says he isn't breaking the mold with the song, but he's back to making good music again. And sometimes that's really all you need.
Yeah. Didn't that Childish Gambino, didn't he step away too? And now he's talking about coming back.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just need that.
That makes sense too, because Childish Gambino is also Donald Glover, and he probably had some acting.
Next thing you tell me, Superman's Clark Kent. You slow down with this information, man.
Hey, I got news for you. Derek B and Easy Q were the same guy.
Get the fuck out of here.
And, you know, MC Blowfish and
Piano
Humpty
Man.
Hump and Piano Man and Shock G. All the same guy.
Look, I might make Shock G Artist of the Month next month. Just out of nowhere, I think we're going to do that.
Shock G?
Yes.
I'd be down with some Shock G, some
Man,
Digital
put the
Underground.
satin on your
Artist of the Month. And the Packet Man.
Hey,
Yes.
it's a Packet Man. It's a Packet Man.
That is one of the best albums I've ever heard.
Yes.
Sex Packets is a great record.
$1 or $2.
So congrats to Chance for
Yes.
teaming up. And congrats to Preem for being able and willing to work with these new artists
Yeah.
to bring them back to where it came from.
See this?
No, there's no such thing as secret identities, and there's no such thing as too soon in comedy. So, Lonnie Parachute, let me tell you who that is. It's Dr. Octagon.
Just heard it's not Kevin Van Buren.
It's not Kevin Van Buren. Kevin Van Buren is a truly secret identity only because I don't think Kevin Van Buren really exists.
How dare you?
I think he is.
He's a patron.
I think he is Tuttle from MASH.
He's the gooch.
The Gooch. Arnold Jackson's bully, the Gooch. Dr. Tip is our next article.
Yes.
And did I send you something on this? I think I might have
I
when I
sent
saw
you-
it.
I sent you during the show last week.
Okay. And then I looked it up because I wanted to make sure that I was reading it right.
Yeah. I believe Cranky actually sent this to me during the show last week.
He
And
might
if he
have.
didn't, he's getting credit anyway.
Hip Hop DX brings us this one. The one and only Q-Tip from
The abstract.
Tribe Called Quest, of course.
Yes.
I am not DB Cooper. I don't like heights, so I couldn't be DB
Well, that's
Cooper.
why you jumped out of the plane.
No, that would not. That being said, though, I do want to try skydiving one time before I go.
Like Redman.
Yeah. I'm more Redman than I am DB Cooper.
Yes, that may be the last thing you ever do, so I would wait a few years.
Because, I am a hot topic. Q-Tip from Berkeley College received the honor of an honorary doctorate.
Yes.
And Berkeley College of Music, of course, being one of the big music schools
Yeah, I've heard of
in
it,
the
yeah.
country. Alongside jazz artist Ladisi and Puerto Rican band leader Gilberto Santa Rosa.
Yes.
May 11th, Q-Tip took to Instagram and basically shouted out his co-honorees while thanking the college by saying, "Thank you again to the folks at Berkeley for the honor bestowed." He goes, "Black excellence." He had a scarf on that said that.
Mm-hmm.
What a great time to share with dear friends, Ladisi and new friend, Santa Rosa Live, and congrats to the class of 2024. I'm still pinching myself. Tip was honored for his forward-thinking artistic vision, which merges rap, jazz, and other styles with socially conscious lyrics, as well as for his impact as a producer, actor, educator, and cultural ambassador.
And for having hot sex on a platter.
And I think they pretty much nailed what Tip is.
Yeah. He's an enigma.
He came out. Tip is basically same age as us, 54, and said to the graduates at Berkeley, he goes, "To choose this path of the artist is a courageous choice indeed. You are handed the task to be courageous in your personal lives, to find balance between intellect and instinct, and to not let bad choices define you, but to refine you." He's since deleted the Instagram post for some reason or another. I'm not quite sure why, but
Maybe he didn't want to pat himself on the back.
well, you know
Maybe
what
he
they
said,
say.
well, Harrison Bucker said it better than I ever could, so I'll just take mine down. Who knows?
Wow.
Jerry
funny.
Seinfeld, that dude was so much better than I was. I'll just take I'm not fitting the mold here lately.
But Seinfeld didn't really say
I know.
anything too
I don't even know what he
controversial.
said. I just know that they walked out on him.
Yeah, they walked out. They
Nobody
walked
walked out
out
on Q-Tip.
because they couldn't get him to make a pro or anti-Palestinian, whatever they wanted.
Take a stance on something
And
that they
to
wanted him
which-
to take a stance on.
And to which he said, "That's not why I'm here.
Right.
I'm not doing that." So, not a secret that one of the favorites of this show is the late, great Dwight Arrington Myers,
Yes, we even have a football division named after him in our fantasy football league.
which will be coming up soon, by the
It
way.
will. I got the notice to renew, but Yahoo's kind of screwy right now and won't let me renew. So
Yeah.
those of you in the fake football league, prepare. You get
Can't
your
wait for the
funds
draft
ready.
again. We had so much fun at the draft.
Yes, we
last
will
year.
again do the draft live on StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So-
anybody who wants out, please let me know too, so we can find
Because-
somebody to replace you.
Because we have some people who want to play. Your wife wants to play.
Yes.
So,
She's
anyway,
wanted to play for like 3 years, so I either need to bring in
3 others and make a
extra
4th
person.
division.
or one other and just add to the divisions.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that too.
We'll
'Cause-
figure it out. Oh, see, there you go. We got another person in.
All
who
right. So
wants
if I can figure this out, renew our league, yet add teams, I would do that. But yeah, I guess send a message to the league and say, if you want out, please let me know. And I need to write this down. 52 football shit. So I take that out.
So, Lion, here's the only rule for our league. If
Well,
we
there's-
can,
It costs money, but it's cheap.
well, there's 2 rules, and your team name has to be hip hop and football related.
Not
So-
or, and.
So, some of the names in the past have been Breezy Does It,
Yes.
and
The Breeze Hall Hotel.
what was yours? Belichick yourself?
No, that's Becca's.
Yeah, but before that, you had one that was
Oh, before you Rex yourself, because it was.
Rex in effect.
Yeah.
Yes. But we had things like that. I already have my my team name based off of the Giants' first round pick this year.
And I may have mine based off of the Jets' first round pick.
So I will take the Biz Marquee line. She caught the vapors,
Yes.
and now it's going to be she caught the neighbors for Malik Neighbors.
Yep.
So anyway, let's get back to Heavy D.
Yes, please.
Rock the Bells talks about Heavy D and mostly his daughter. Heavy D's daughter, Zaya, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's spelled Xea,
Mhm.
has inherited her father's estate and announces a new multimedia company called Hev.
Yes.
So, according to Spiritual World's Instagram page, Heavy D's daughter, Zaya Myers, has inherited his estate. And they say Zaya intends to make use of this property in various ways. The ultimate objective is to revive the reputation of Heavy D, a highly esteemed rapper who greatly influenced many others in the industry. Zaya is proud to announce the opening of her new multimedia company, Hev, H-E-V, in honor of her late father. His art and talent have had a profound impact on countless individuals, inspiring her to create opportunities for others to experience the same.
The Hevster. Yes.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's not about, okay, well, how can I take my dad's legacy and make myself rich? It is, how can I teach more people who my dad was and how cool he was?
And
Yes. Obviously
maybe
get paid doing that, but
maybe help them to become as cool as he was.
yeah.
We have always rated Heavy D as one of the most slept on MCs.
Yes. Very underappreciated for what he was.
Underappreciated for, yeah. I mean, Don't Curse is a great
Yeah.
track.
He's on my wall right there
I know he is. I know he is. He's
with
and
Guru and James J.
a fantastic actor
Yes.
when he dipped his toe into
Mhm.
acting and left us way too early.
Yes.
So anything that keeps the legacy of Heavy D alive, as Cool Kim would say, we co-sign it.
That's right.
And now, new school news.
Yes.
Azalea Banks, the beacon of truth that she is. Azalea Banks unloads on Kendrick Lamar, says he has a Napoleon complex and trash dick.
And that is enough of that shit. Let us move on.
We will take our first break of the day. And when we come back, it will be time for a couple of pieces of Woo News and then to get into some music on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 538.
Yes, that is what passes for news. I sent you a picture. That's what Yahoo's been showing me for the past few days. Their engineers are very bad at their job.
Yes. The only reason I know that is because I got an email from him a couple days ago saying, hey, fantasy football is going to be starting up again.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, they make sense. They just had the draft. So,
yeah. Okay. John asked me to put something up on the screen for you.
I'm so glad Cranky mentioned this because everybody always talks about the Napoleon complex. Napoleon was like 5'7".
Yes.
He was not 4 foot nothing like everybody makes him out to be.
Okay. So John asked me to put this up so you can see the comparison between Bill and DB Cooper.
He's got better hair than I do.
They don't know that though. You got a hat on.
I have a wider nose apparently, and flatter lips,
Oh,
and,
this is
and a more round face. There is no comparison there at all.
No. If they were to update the drawing of DB Cooper to new software like your picture's done with, maybe. But there it is.
I am here on record to say I am not DB Cooper.
It's exactly what DB Cooper would say.
It's not the same guy. I'm more DB Sweeney than DB Cooper.
Right?
Toe pick. Yes.
Leave it to both of us. Pick the most stupid movie he's ever been in referenced.
Dude, The Cutting Edge was a good fucking movie.
Sure.
Not because Moira Kelly was cute as shit in that movie.
Doesn't make the movie better.
The movie was funny.
There you go.
Yeah, DB Cooper would not be doing this shit.
No,
Although only about 12 people watch us do this every week.
I'm pretty sure he'd be doing a true crime podcast if he were to
More
do
than likely. More than likely. I don't do those.
No.
I know people love them. I know people listen to them like crazy. I don't.
I do not. I watch a lot of murder stuff on television.
Yes, that I do, but I can't
Like
listen
I
to
can't
it.
listen to people tell me stories about somebody who did. I don't want to hear that. I want to watch it. I don't want to hear it. But
I did no.
they get billions of listeners, though. We do not.
What I want or what I listen to is hockey stuff, wrestling stuff,
Mhm.
and some music.
I listen to 1980s now. I listen to Jock and Nerd. I go back and listen to a lot of the old high voltage ones.
I do like 1980s now.
Yes. And aside from that, I listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have your Woo open?
I do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to find us a drop here. Speaking of drops, I got to get with Gene and see if we can get a drop from Groove. And I don't know. Lion told me he was gonna get us a drop from Daddy-O, so I didn't have to bother him during the interview. But you know,
That was very subtle.
oh, what is Lion here? Oh, sorry.
No sexy red stuff.
No, we're not going to do secret identities anymore. So Billy Booty Hole Brown is not here.
And I'm not even wearing the t-shirt. It just came out of the laundry though.
All right. How about we do? I haven't done this one in a little while, and I was just checking him out the other day. I have to hit him up. All right, we'll put that there. We'll put that there.
50 Cent, the king of the trolls, after the
Jesus.
video comes out, says, with the eye emoji. He's like, now I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. And then he says, he is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what his lawyers are going to say. God help us all, he says.
Yeah, this is what his fans are saying. Gas station we passed. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
good.
I just, I see these articles on this thing. He whooped her ass while wearing just a towel.
Yes. 'Cause he ran out of the room after her because she was trying to escape.
What a piece of shit. I swear to God, if I met him, I would just throw a straight right hand, probably get the shit
And then
kicked
put-
out of me or killed by his bodyguards.
Security.
but-
And then put your hands behind your back and go to jail smiling. Make sure you
No.
take your teeth out before you do it.
Yeah. That way I can say that, he caused my dental problem.
Yes. All right. I'm going to hit this drop and then do some woo intro, and then you can do some woo news. If you're
Woo.
prepared to woo, woo, woo.
Always ready with a woo or two.
All right. Then that is what I'll do. Let's do this with a shree.
Because that's what you do.
Who's your mama?
What up, though? It's your boy Diamond the Artist, aka DTA Experience. And right now, you tuned in, tapped in, and rocking with my guys, man. My guys, Bill and Jamie, all right? And the only classic hip hop podcast that matters, Mr. Throwback Thursday. You know what it is, man. Mr. Throwback Thursday is the only thing moving. Nothing else matters, all right? Your boy Diamond the Artist on that social media at DTA Experience. Anything I'm involved with is an experience. And right now, Mr. Throwback Thursday, that's the experience that matters. It's your boy. Holla.
Yo, 1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? This is Ghostface straight from Staten Island, New York. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. Y'all know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays, Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On Woo News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, U-God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and Old Dirty Bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Shimmy, on it.
Welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 538. It is indeed time for Woo News. We have two pieces of Woo News for you this week. And I'd love that DTA, the Experience, Diamond the Artist interview we did. We talk about some of the great interviews we've done lately. We can't forget how good that interview was.
Oh, no.
He was so good. So thanks for playing that drop. That was a nice little callback to one of our favorites. Meth and the Machine is our first article.
Yes.
I guess meth is taking the place of Florence.
He's hanging out with Conway.
Huh?
He's hanging out with Conway.
I suppose it's better than hanging out with Kanye.
Yes, it is.
Conway the Machine, S.K. the King, and Flea Lord, along with Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as... are bringing straight lyricism on Meth back.
Yes.
So Conway the Machine assembled the Avengers for his brand new album, Slant Face Killer. Great album name, by the way. I'm
Yes,
surprised
it is.
Toastface hasn't gone fucking ham on that.
Oh, no.
But I guess they all friends, because otherwise, why would he be working with meth?
Oh, yeah, Conway. I believe Conway got shot in the face, and that is why his face slants.
Droops or
according to him.
slants or
Yes.
whatever. So anyway, the Buffalo rapper decided to come through with a separate entity, which was originally supposed to be the B-side of Won't He Do It? But now he has spinning again, and Meth is back.
Yes.
On a song called Meth Back. So
it's a big stretch there. Meth is
Yeah.
back in the song called Meth Back.
now we could have played this as
We could have, yes.
new to the old or an old to the new or anything
Yes.
like that, or a new to the old to the new, but we might have one of those, transitive property math things going on later on. It says instrumentally alone, this new track is incredible. And then you add the lyrics on there, and then Meth comes in. It's, we may have to play it next week.
Hold on.
Give it a touch.
Yeah. Just so you get a feel for it.
Yeah. Get him. Iron lung, iron skin, pretty Tony. We iron men. Cream, chocolate deluxe. Loaded up in the lion's den. If I ain't him, they lying in. Need to shape up my line.
Okay, that's enough.
Fucking Meth is just
can't
so
keep all of
smooth,
it.
man. So that's available now on YouTube. You can find it. Just do a search for Conway the Machine, Meth Back.
Yeah, the album is available on Spotify too.
Okay.
The new album, Slant Face Killers.
Mm-hmm. Such a, and the artwork for it, still better than anything Capadonna put out. Let's put it that way.
It does make me want to bring that party back, though.
No, that was to be left in the patron version only. But now that you have brought it back out,
I brought that party back.
you brought that party back.
Anyway, gas station we passed.
Oh, God, don't. I'm going to go to a fast food place and get some benzodiazepines.
Yes.
Order some McBenzos. One is enough. Thank you very much.
Yes, it is.
Hey, you know who we haven't talked about in a long, long time?
I do.
Shit Dick.
Yeah, he was. There was some show that was on like A&E or one of those channels late at night, and Rye happened to be awake, and she's like, "I should record that because that's that guy." And it was the story of how he became in possession of
and
a one of a kind.
kind.
Yes, and was taken from him. Yes.
This comes to us from Reuters.com.
Mm-hmm.
So this is real.
Yeah, it's like them and AP. If we get stuff from them,
There's a guy in Copiague, New York named Jason Koza. He had brought a suit
which we talked about on here
a long time ago,
Yeah.
saying that his illustrations were stolen for the Silver Rings technical album.
Yes, it's a Silver Rings album. Yes.
Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, which is being credited as a one-of-a-kind Wu-Tang album, but it's really a
Right.
Silver Rings album.
Yeah, Silver Rings brought the guys in to do some stuff.
But anyway, there was a lawsuit filed by Jason Koza against RZA
Mm-hmm.
and Shit Dick for some reason.
Because he is the owner of the one copy. So it's all his artwork is included. It's not just the CD and the fancy box made in Morocco or whatever it was. There's other stuff in this collection, and I believe is a book of artwork.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were individual. But anyway, this guy said, "That's my artwork. And you sold it as part of this however many $1 million sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no money. I got no credit. Nothing. I want my stuff back."
So the lawyer for Koza, his name is Peter Schoolidge, said the dispute has been resolved. Now, Shit Dick had been dropped from the case on April 18th because they probably figured, well, he didn't include it in. He just bought it, not knowing that it was. So he's
Can
not.
you do this one for John?
Can I do this? This is the story of Shit Dick, who bought an album and made the world sick.
Can you hear the tune? This is the story of Shit Dick, who bought an album and made the world sick. Had to do it.
Ugh. Story of a girl. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, I never liked that song anyway.
You don't have to.
And no, I didn't pick up on the
They were musical notes.
Originally, I thought he was going for a Gilligan's Island theme.
Yes.
But anyway, the one of the lawyers for RZA, not immediately available for comment on Wednesday after the dispute has been resolved. Of course, Shit Dick is the same guy who bought the record after he raised the money by raising the price of Daraprim by more than 5,000%.
That's how he funded this purchase.
Mm-hmm. So Jason Koza, who is a graduate of the Fashion Institute of Technology, sued RZA after finding his art had been used in the packaging of Shaolin. And then...
How did he find out?
I have no idea.
Nobody's seen this thing.
I think... Well, didn't Shit Dick, after he bought it, release
He did some
pictures of stuff?
He did a live stream on some obscure website that probably doesn't exist anymore. And he was trying to play stuff because I tuned in because I wanted to hear some of it. And he kept talking about, I'm going to play it because I can do that. It's mine. I can play it. And then he never really played it.
No.
He just sat there and talked and answered comments from people. And I'm like, fuck this dude.
The whole reason it says he bought that album, he had no plans to ever listen to it. He bought it to keep it from the people, which tells you why we call him Shit Dick.
Yes.
Because
whoever bought it can release it to the world.
Yeah.
They cannot profit off of it for like, what is it, 88 years or something?
88 years.
Yeah, because it's Paddle 8, 88 years. Yes. But if we owned it, we could play it on this show.
For free.
Yeah. We could upload it to our website and just let people listen to it as much as they want.
Mm-hmm. As long as we're not making any kind of profit off it.
Right.
Which we don't, because...
No.
So... It was worth it to get a Shit Dick reference in on the show.
It was. We haven't done that in quite a while.
You God still sucks. That's not a story. That's
don't
just
change.
facts. ODB still dead.
Also, not going to change anytime soon.
It is now time for our one and done, and I'm going to need a new link for it because my link for the one and done goes back to the Shit Dick article.
Really? So mine probably does too. Hold on.
So I am going to look. It's probably on Discogs, isn't it?
No, I had to go off the rails on that one. No, that one might be on Discogs. My fault. That one might be there.
Okay.
It's the next one I had to go off the rails to find. 113
Discogs. There we
bed link. My fault.
Let's see. So I want to make sure.
That's one of those ones. I write the show in order that you see it. So when I got down to the Discogs link for this one, I just didn't copy it. I thought I copied it and I pasted the last link that I had, which was the article before.
So which record are we doing? Are we doing Trickin'?
That's the only actual album that they have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is
Not
now
ripping.
time. Huh?
Not ripping.
Not ripping. That's ripping. Or rapping.
Yes.
That is so funny that he did a song called Rippin' and then did a Casio keyboard of Alouette.
Yes. Because that's ripping.
We should do that record again.
Like
I know
March.
we've done it again, but I just love that record. So it's time for the one and done for episode 538. The one and done came to us 1991.
A number. SWAS points, no deduction.
It is the only record that we can find
Yes.
from this group, so it is a true one and done. This is the Get Fresh Girls with the record Trickin', subtitled I Seen Your Boyfriend. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tracks on this record.
As do I.
Track number 1, and John's going to be disappointed because it is not.
Maybe that's what it means. It's an abbreviation for disappointed.
Yes. It is dis apostrophe ed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's dist.
A point.
Usually dis has
Ed.
2 S's in it.
Yeah.
But we will call it dissed.
Dissident is here.
Well, they were ready.
They were.
Track number 2.
Remember hearing that at Let's Dance?
Probably. Track number 2, Doggy Dog World. Not to be confused in any way, shape, or form with Snoop.
Woo, woo, woo.
When I say doggy dog, I mean dogged out people. Sexing everybody, making sex so legal. It's really a shame that people spread their bodies bed to bed like an orgy party. They don't give a damn about STDs. You want to sex me down? What? Baby, please. I'm a real woman and no.
Baby, please.
I believe we've done Silk Times
Silk Times Leather, we have, yes.
So that is a definite one and done that we have done.
Yes, because it was a TYMES. He's right on the spelling.
Track number 3, Convicted.
The Get Fresh girl's gonna blow your mind when we talk about the men that's been confined. Here's a little story I want to tell you about my own brother, so you know it's true. Well, all his life has been a bad citizen, terrorizing town like he is a kid. He broke many laws, now he must pay. Looking at 4 walls each and every day. When I went to see him, I see the tiny little tail. I can walk, he's a
Track number 4, Respect.
Yo, Regina, me and Swift sitting right here, getting ready to go to the game, baby. Is that all right with you?
The Red Hand Kingpin music there.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing. I recognize that backbeat.
I need some respect. What you think?
I give you some time
No,
to
no, no. I need time to date. What time you disrespecting me? Get real. You see what I'm saying?
Get real, boy. You're not standing. Took my clothes out the closet. Now I am packing. Wouldn't leak in the dark if you was giving me time. You're not here with me, so I should get what's mine. I'm tired of treating you like a king on a throne. You doing who knows what? Well, I'm here all alone.
Do the right thing. Not talking about a black or white thing. That was called conflict and make this illegit. But your definition of legit and illegitimate,
I just know his name is David Guppy.
it is. And the redhead one is it. Yeah.
Track number 5, Pump It Up, subtitled Get Busy.
Not Pump It Hottie, because that would also be a Redhead Kingpin song.
Gina B and Miss KB, and I want to find out,
And
girls, what are
FBI.
y'all going to do on this song?
I think we gonna get busy.
I don't care how you do it, but you gotta get busy or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to introduce y'all, and I want y'all to bust some lyrics. Check this out. I'm gonna tell a little tell about 2 girl MCs. This Miss Gina B and Miss KB. We're gonna tell a little tell about the Get Fresh girl, so listen closely. It's guaranteed to rock your world. You got what it takes to make them scream and shout. So KB, tell them what it's all about.
Well, I'm KB, and I'm coming out strong. I came to rock your body all night long. Yes, it's me, KB, on the mic. Giving it to you just like you like. So please,
Track
Sounded like
number
play.
6, the title track,
Mm-hmm.
Trickin', subtitled I Seen Your Boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
seen them tricking, baby. Remember when you told me you know your every move your man make? Well, remember when you told me you let him hold a car to hang out with the fellas? Yeah. Well, honey, I seen him that night. He wasn't with the fellas. I seen him at the movies with a female. Say what? Oh, yes. You lying, girl. I seen your boyfriend. I seen your man. 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 I was at the movies with a few of my friends. I was just about to leave when I seen this band. Someone said hi.
That is probably their most popular song.
Track number 7, Funky Fresh Boom.
At Brom.
Looking at the cosmos, definitely I saw my Volvo side, Miss BMW. Volvo side, Miss BMW. Now these are the cars that are in the game. Don't need no truth, no bull, just super insane. The black and the white
Volvo, Saab, and BMWs.
Track number 8, Don't Sweat Me.
I will not do that. Because you are not peace. Don't sweat her.
Don't sweat her, no. Track number 9, I Do Love You.
Slow it down now. It's a couple skate. Do love you.
Track number 10, last track on the record. Yes.
Romantic interlude.
Track number 10 is once again the title track with an instrumental version of Trickin' I Seen Your Boyfriend.
I have it titled as bonus track.
Your boyfriend. Well, it's not instrumental.
Your boyfriend.
There's words in it.
Your boyfriend. Your boyfriend. Your boyfriend. Seen him tricking, baby. Your boyfriend. Your boy.
No verses. How about that?
There you go. That is your one and done for episode 538. Get Fresh Girls with Trickin'.
The Get Fresh Girls that I didn't know existed until about 2 weeks ago. I knew that song, but I could not have told you it was the Get Fresh Girls who did I Seen Your Boyfriend. I knew that song. I Seen Your Band.
No charting action on that record. Sorry. Record of the week time.
Yes.
And
also something I didn't know existed until about a month ago.
This came to us in October of 2020.
Yes, Barbara Walters and everything.
This is your artist of the month, Kid Sensation.
I was already going to do him as artist of the month, but I had a different album in mind. And then I saw that this one existed, and I said, well, let's do that one, because I know Bill doesn't know that one.
I don't.
I know.
And the name of the record is Presently Past the Future. Track number 1, I have how many total? 18 on here.
I also have 18.
Track number 1 is labeled as Intro Concrete Jungle. So
It's not
I'm
Let's
assuming
Get Live with the Kid Sensation.
Huh?
It's not Let's Get Live with the Kid Sensation.
No.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if this will qualify for
It
DJ
says intro.
Introductions list. It says intro on it. So Intro Concrete Jungle.
If competition healthy, I'm a help nut. Many of them do it for the wealth, but I do it for your head above a door frame. Ready, set, aim, hunt 'em like big game. See 'em in the concrete jungle, hunting down every one of
You already hear that Emerald City Posse sound right away.
Absolutely. Track number 2, For the Love.
Certified dope on a hot track. On my game like a top hat. Whole lot of drip in my flow though. Whole lot of kick in my dojo. So call me sensei. Young boys in the game call me sensei. Radio give them play. They mindset Kunta Kinte. yelling no flex. Giddy when they get them checks. Not me, I do it for the culture. Y'all circle around the hood like vultures.
Track number 3, Feeling Myself.
It's a real good day, MJ. Bad in a good way. Woke up feeling like a million. Jumped up, almost hit the ceiling. Winning, on the right track, on the right team. So exciting.
So exciting.
Yes.
Track number 4, West Side, spelled with a Y in it.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, y'all didn't think I was coming like this, did you?
Maybe that's how you say it.
What y'all
West
know about
Side.
that West Side? I had to do it though. Northwest, reclaim the spot. The left coast is the best coast. What? Let me. This here strictly for the bandana, Chuck Taylor, khaki wearing OGs, plaid shirt, lip singing. This is for my homies. 6'4", dip low, crip walk, hip hop, left side, best side. Tell me why they didn't stop. Had the game sewn up, locked in the scope, man. Had the whole world screaming.
All right, that's a banger.
Had the whole world screaming, dope man, dope man.
That's a banger. Track number 5, Stank Face.
Yo, I'm a cool customer like I shop on the North Pole. Pharmaceutical grade dope I unfold like blankets. My raps wrap around, keeping you cozy. I suppose we know exactly the purpose for which God chose me. To pew pew MCs, cool them off 10 degrees. Off 10 we seize, whole lots of nothing but puffs of smoke and everyone snuffing.
It's getting better as the tracks go along.
I'm a cool customer like I shop at the North Pole.
Track number 6, Juntos.
Yes. Not Jarritos.
That's good soda. Yeah, this definitely has like a Kid Frost feel to it.
Yeah.
Young boy used to be solo, hopping out the whips of the dolo, all up in the spot yelling YOLO. Shorty on deck from the promo, shorty broke neck in the front row, trying to connect on the low. Gotta put her up on the info. That ain't my flow now, kinfolk.
That ain't my flow now, kinfolk.
Track number 7, Undefeated List.
Taking it back to that old school. Neck snap, head crack, hip hop with Kendi Fresh, Kid Sensation, yeah. KID from the SCA. I flip it old school, but it's relevant today. Raised on that feel good original hip hop. Gather around and listen to the sound of a hit drop. Posse on Broadway, my debut. Emerald City Posse and the Mix-a-Lot crew. Nasty Mix Records where we jumped on the scene with 250,000 sold for the age of 18.
Hey, yo, it's K to the E and D to the I. Young boy, hotter than a 4th of July.
Track number 8, Pac-Man. Pac-Man with an extra C and an extra N.
Pac-Man, gobble MCs on the track, man. Spit it out and hit that stack, man. Stack, man, track, man. Pac-Man, mess around and catch that backhand, Pac-Man. KID on a new flip, KID new music. Get it on your phone in a few clicks. Blow me like COVID, too sick. Gotta make my old neighborhood proud. Rainier Ave, we good now. Motor in the back in the hood now, where I like to put my backpack in this track slab. Balls like prison and gold.
Track number 9, Let's Start This.
Uh-oh. What's this? I'm feeling something old school, kind of throwback. Yeah. A few of them wonder where we at. The game in need of another feel-good track. Well, guess who's back to back? Slap all the whack MCs who rap for cheese. They rap degrees equal 0. They hot as an ice block. I step up, spit it, walk off, mic drop. Where them real bars at? That's the question, and I'm the answer like Iverson. Making it fly again.
Iverson.
The
Man, we're
answer.
talking about practice. Track number 10, Run This Race.
Yeah. Run this race. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter, I'm a hard hitter, I'm a fire spitter with a live Twitter. Burn rubber on them, I drop flame on them, I blow frame on them, I Usain on them, I switch lanes on them, I take the crown with ease, I make it rain on them, I cool them down degrees. Bonafide banger, certified slapper, verified
Slapper. Banger. It's kind of funny. Track number 11, 1. Should have been track number 1.
Always play with their minds.
Different skin, hair, and eyes. We got to realize we're one. No matter what you believe, one day we got to see we're one.
Ricky and Sean been cool as eight. Stay close as a shade since they was in first grade. Inseparable in class, recess, best of friends. Picky swore they be
Till the end.
Track number 12, Just Another Day.
Just another day in the hood.
Just another day in the city. Just another day in the city.
Maharaji.
Maharaji.
Tremolo blocking, super best.
Tremolo blocking.
Tremolo.
Rolling Rainier, dancing like a freak in my Gore-Tex gear. No matter if you don't like us, Squash is who we beat. My baddie's independent, we like Russ and CC. Platinum from the start, Northwest Beatles, smoking up like.
Look, I am just okay. So that song has like the whole ECP on it.
Mm-hmm.
But letting Maharaji start the song is kind of awesome. It's got Kid Sensation, Mix-a-Lot, Attitude Adjuster, Maharaji, E-Dog, and Candy Fresh. It does not have Larry.
But was he dancing like a freak, or was he,
He said
throwing
he
his
was.
pickles on the rug?
He said he was dancing like a freak.
Track number
Shout out to Maharaji.
13, Serving in My Cadillac.
Mm.
Lean as a lean back, don't smoke or drink. Living in a Cadillac, all the Cadillac lovers out there, yo, check. I'm in that 1980 with them all white guts, plus the all white top. No, my caddy don't stop. Cherry red, plus it's stock from the wood to the wheels. Original miles, can't describe the way them plush seats feel on the streets when they see me. They applaud.
Track number 14, Northwest Sunshine.
No matter what the weather, I'm feeling real good today. No matter what the weather, I'm feeling real good today. Come on. Seattle is the place where I hail from, but Tacoma where the fam currently reside. Stories from my growing up, I tell some. CD to the hilltop, south side.
Southside.
Track number 15, I Bet You Won't.
I bet I will play it.
Oh, I bet you will.
Okay. Now I ain't much of a singer. Only thing I wish, but we gonna sing this right here. I wish you would. See, Ken Lo, you gonna have to help me. I bet. Mama's such a pretty woman. She was 29. My brother about 8 and I was just 7. We were living our lives. One rainy day you came her way with smooth words and a smile.
She went on a date, but a big mistake. She didn't know your profile.
Track number 16, Strawberries and Chocolate.
Okay, player.
Stop your feet, put that on repeat. Strawberry chocolate is the one for me. Stop your feet, put that on repeat. Strawberry chocolate is the girl for me.
Green like John Legend, Andre. Flavor like flambe. Yeah, she the Bombay. Way more tasty than the entree. Sweet and in season. She get
Flavor like flambe. Does that mean that it tastes burnt? Is that,
Yes. Track number 17, Switch Lanes. I thought that too. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, flavor like fire? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
together.
Okay, but how we gonna pull that off?
Look, man, it's obvious. All we gotta do is switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes.
Seasoned vet surviving in a young man's game. Mindset different than a young man's brain. On a different level, I have to explain. Next level math,
I'm on the explain.
Last track on the record, number 18, Live Our Lives.
Oh.
to the Karen of the Year award show. Now y'all know the nominees as rising stars in the game. Show some love for Poolside Paula, Golf Cart Gail, Starbucks Stacy, Cornerstone Caroline, and one of my favorites, Coupon Carl, Neighborhood Nancy, and of course,
that nasty
Hermit Patty. But our
Coupon
winner
Carl.
Candace Owens Trophy. Let's hear a warm round of applause for Barbecue Becky. Man, I'm just walking down the street, trying to catch a little piece of the morning breeze. So what's up with the questions, Vince? Why you all up in my business in my face like this? I ain't broke no laws, I ain't bothering you. Now go on somewhere with that lady, do you?
That is your record of the week. Presently Past the Future by Kid Sensation. Better record than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I was really surprised when, like I said, I didn't know it existed.
Mhm.
And it's very tough for an album like that to get past me, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Where all I was doing was listening to music because I couldn't go anywhere or do anything.
Yep.
For that one to sneak by, I did
That was
not expect
something.
that.
No, good record. Kid Sensation. Not a kid anymore, by the way.
But
And
no.
it had everything we wanted. It had, good tracks. It had an intro for DJ introduction.
It did?
We had a Bremolo mention.
We did, which, leave it to Maharaji to pull up the Bremolo reference.
Maharaji. We had a Maharaji appearance. I mean,
He was on the
it's
deaf side, dancing like
dancing
a
like a freak. Because the girlies see his booty and their knees good.
That's right.
So that is your record of the week. Kid Sensation, your artist of the month, with Presently Past the Future. Your one and done was the Get Fresh Girls
Yes, not to Get Fresh Crew.
with Trickin'. I seen your boyfriend.
Not
and,
ripping, because that ties into our record of the week.
Yes. And then before we take our final break, we have a new to the old combined with an old to the new. So we have our first ever new to the old to the new.
We do. It's kind of like our none and dones.
and we
Strange things happen.
And we talked about it during the news segment. We are bringing you Together by Chance the Rapper and DJ Premier. Your first ever new to the old to the new on Mr. Throwback Thursday.
If you keep the house in the family, you can keep the family in the house. If you're on the run, you got family in the south. We used to watch Annie, are you okay on the couch? My cousin used to slam me till I punched him in the mouth. My auntie used to cook for 20 people every week. My uncle in the basement, even if they never speak. He come up, grab a beer, sometime he kiss her on the cheek. Know how to fix a plate and fix a bike or fix a leak. Fried catfish, Bootleg Medea plays, nosy auntie like let me see your grades. Smart auntie like I could tutor him. Crazy auntie like if they fail him, I'ma shoot at them. Small donations under false names and pseudonyms. Family pots for school clothes. Get the uniform, not the cool clothes. Having no drip like the pool clothes. Lisa had a jacket, some of the kids at the school froze. If you not in the building, it's getting bulldozed. Gotta keep the crib, man. Gotta keep a spot for all the lit cousins to live in. Gotta keep a spot in case somebody gets sick. Cause if one of us get on it, everybody get rich. We got to stick together. And looking at the puzzle, we gotta fit together. And looking at the struggle, we gotta live together. And not just on the holidays, we gotta get together. It's either now or never, gotta get this shit together. It's not the yacht club, but you should see the waves when we float through the block club. Neighbors on the yard like they locked up. Kids in the street like Bud Billiken. Old man used to be a Panther thug militant. Community policing. Barbecue, 2 trays of Harold's 50 piecing. Lemon pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, seasoning. 4 square, killer man, slapboxing, teasing. Cackling, keying, cracking up, wheezing. This the home base. You gotta watch them there. Right time, you're at the wrong place. If you're on your cell phone more than a phone case, there, take your cryptic gold, slide on your home plate. We need CBA, Barry, before they build another golf course, library, or send an eminent domain to Miss Mary. It's gonna get scary. Young Jeffrey, young Larry. We got to stick together. And looking at the puzzle, we gotta fit together. And looking at the struggle, we gotta live together. And not just on the holidays, we gotta get together. It's either now or never, gotta get this shit together.
Real hip hop music from the soul, y'all. Real hip hop music from the soul, y'all. Real hip hop music from the soul, y'all. Real hip hop music from the soul, y'all.
Great record. And Together by Chance the Rapper with DJ Premier. It didn't really feel like a Premier beat in the beginning, and then you get to that coda at the end where, you know, the scratching comes in and you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely Premier.
Yes, I guess.
But I really enjoyed that. So good on Chance for changing it up a little bit, and good on Premier for working with him. And let's see if any other collaborations come out of this pairing, because that was really, really good. Chance the Rapper and DJ Premier with Together, your first ever new to the old to the new. Your Artist of the Month, Kid Sensation, brought you your Record of the Week. Presently, Past, the Future. Your one and done was Get Fresh Girls with Trickin'. I seen your boyfriend. And we're going to take our final break of the day. When we come back, it is time for Bill Reed's Lyrics on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 538.
It's time. All right, let's see what we got here. And play. There you go. Let's see. Oh, in case anybody missed it, if you want to see streamers get naked, go there.
You gone.
Yep. Removed from Twitch, banned from the stream, blah, blah, blah. Okay, player. Let's see if I can get your link for this here. So I can put this link here. Forgot what verse I told you. Oh, it's verse 1. You didn't know that, but I knew that. Okay. Now, you're going to do verse 1 and the chorus, just so you know ahead of time.
Okie doke.
All right, Cranky. See you next Saturday.
Take care, Cranky.
Get my drop ready, because that's how I do. How about we do... Oh, the link went away. I booted the person out of Twitch. I had to actually go over to Twitch. So for those of you who care, which is probably none of you, when we do StreamYard and stream to 3 different locations, all of the comments and everything are fed to us on one big screen over here. So we cannot moderate our individual feeds without going to that page and then moderating it from there. So it took me a little bit to go over there and get rid of her, but I see that it's still here. So I didn't know if it actually removed it. See, I can still see it here, but I cannot click on the link there. So I must have removed the link for you guys. I apologize. You know, if you want to hit up Sandlin_011 on Twitch, I'm sure that bot can tell you where to see streamers get naked, or you can just ask Lion. He's here. How about, since we talked about her, we'll come over here and we'll hit this here and we'll hit this here and we'll unmute that there and we'll make sure that we have the motherfucking piano ready. You know I'm here for you, man. Someday, old man, you will figure out how to use Twitch and you'll be able to whisper to people and they'll say, get out of my ear. How about we get the motherfucking piano on standby. We'll come over here and we'll get the burl on standby. We'll get the disclaimer on standby, which I had to input in post last week because I forgot to play it. But it was there. All right, so let's do this with a Shri. Woo's your mama?
And now, directly from the planet of Brooklyn, MC Light as a rock.
1 2 1 2, mic check. Check it out. This is MC Light, and you're listening to my boys Jamie and Bill on Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Guys, watch, even some of the girls cry. Step back, it ain't that type of party. No reply if you ain't somebody. Get out my face, don't want to hear no more. If you hate rejection.
Don't get hip
But it starts with Bill.
I'm Bill S. Preston. It's called reading. Top to bottom, left to right. Group words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headaches. Midol for any cramps.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
Welcome to Bill Reads Lyrics.
And welcome back to Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode
Hello.
538.
This is Bill Reads Lyrics. It is an educational discussion of artistic expression and creativity of modern lyricists. Bill may recite explicit or offensive language. Professional supervision is suggested for sensitive listeners. The average views and opinions within these lyrics are not necessarily those of Mr. Throwback Thursday or its hosts, and will be in the area of 160 WPMs. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, humor heavy, and just right. Thanks.
That intro always has about a 1 second delay, and I always forget about it.
And
But
hello,
welcome
Wanda.
back.
Sorry.
Hello, Wanda. Yes.
But I told you I was going to play your...
I know you did. And but I was waiting for the Wheel of Fortune one, which comes in right away.
That one?
That one, yes. So welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday,
Yes.
episode 538. The doubly disclaimed Bill
Disclaimed.
Reads Lyrics now. Yes, it is indeed time for Bill Reads Lyrics. All I know is I'm reading verse 1 and the chorus. I have no
are.
idea what the song is because that's what I was told before.
Yes,
we went
which
to
is how we
break.
do.
So
I'll go to the private Shizak because that's where I send it to you.
what is going on here now?
I'm wondering.
Just die?
Does it smell like it?
No.
Okay. I always wonder because I'm never on the guest side of this interface. So I don't know if I send stuff through the private chat.
If they
say
see
somebody else is here with us, do they also see it? Probably.
I would think so.
Because they're part of the room. But anyway, there's your lyrics.
Oh, wow. Haven't done him in a while.
No.
Yeah, my mouse is acting crazy, man. I think it's about ready to die.
Yay.
Either that or, you know what I think I need? I think I need a fresh mouse pad or something. I think this
Or something.
That's better. That'll work. I'm using an old envelope as a mouse pad.
I have this giant Death Wish Coffee Company light up gaming mouse pad for mine.
Oh, well, you're better than I am, Doc. All right,
Yeah,
so
just support our sponsors.
I now have. There's the intro. There's verse 1. Who isn't even the guy on the record?
It's not the name on the marquee, no.
And then we're going to go down and see, and the chorus.
Okay.
Oh, my God. All right. This is going to be a long read.
It may be. So with no type of ado.
None?
Sesame Street Grover Stiley, whether nearer or further, we will cue the motherfucking piano.
Ain't no dick like the one I've got. Big Rip the Twat. In the basement of weed spots. Even vacant lots. Bitches know the steez on the PUSSY. You suggest I take it out the anal. What? Fucking big is fatal. Dangerous. You should see me swing. The Jimmy. And when the Henny's in me, I'm fucking green bitches like Kirk. When the cum squirts, I'm out, bitch. You know what I'm about, bitch. Hit 'em, quit 'em, forget 'em. Fist fuck 'em, dump 'em in the truck, and find another trick to lick dick to the tip, down to the asshole. Lips red like Tabasco, a little rascal. Call me Chubsy Ubsy or Stymie. Let me fuck you from behind. See the ass shake. Big break hose torsos. Gotta go. See you groupies at my next show. Big Rip the Twat. I rip your cunts out with spoons. Down to the asshole. R to the A. Big Rip the Twat. I rip your cunts out with spoons. Down to the asshole. R to the A.
And hold on, do I have?
I don't give a hoot about this Bill reading lyrics bollocks. Let's get back to the hip and the hop, shall we?
Wonder how his movie's doing.
I don't know. I want to find out.
Yeah, that was Biggie Smalls as the first guest on an R.A. the Rugged Man lyric.
One is volume way up.
Yeah.
Look, speaking of Biggie Smalls, completely out of left field. I have tracked down the original Biggie Smalls and have reached out to him on LinkedIn to see if he would like to come and talk to us.
That would be really, really cool.
He works for Adobe now.
Okay, then. There's nothing more for me to add to that. And then,
Yes. Wanda says she's got her quota for the day. Well done. Week, month, year, whatever. Lifetime.
Yeah, me too. Although I think we should bring the word back. I think it's a useful word. Bill is DB Cooper. This is the new hashtag.
You gotta have them. You gotta keep them fresh, man. Like your quotas.
The hat has been changed.
Good. Now that you've gone from Bill to Phil.
Am I gonna have to bring both hats with me?
You will. I have hats here. I'll lend you one.
Okay, good. All right. So
please take us the fuck home. And remember, next week's show, Saturday. We don't know what time yet. I don't know if it's a morning, an afternoon, an evening. We will be doing Saturday live. Both of us here in my recording studio, which is my game room. But you don't know that. But we'll both be here.
But now they do.
Yes, Bill will be behind the curtain.
DB Cooper will be incognito. I thought we were going to Virginia. Anyway.
All right, sorry.
Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 538, brought to you in part by the world's strongest coffee, Death Wish Coffee. You find them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or at deathwishcoffee.com.
Or in my Each One Teach One mug.
Yes. I almost used that mug today, but I didn't.
It's because I'm
code TBT for 12% off of your order, and then the code Throwback for 10% off of every following order after that.
Yes.
So go to Death Wish Coffee and get yourself some of the best coffee in the world. Don't forget to check out friends of the show, Def Rugs at defrugs.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Handmade, high-quality, hip-hop-themed rugs brought to you by the original Rug E Fresh, Marshall Fox, and his business associate, the Green-Eyed Bandit, Eric Sermon himself.
Yes.
Go check out Def Rugs. Our friend Heather Lent up in Schenectady, New York on J Street is the proprietor of the Bittersweet Candy Company, where she makes candy and chocolate that is handmade, small batch, different, and
delicious.
Check them out on Facebook. Order at bittersweetcandy.com. Use our code Throwback to save 10% off of your order at bittersweetcandy.com. Melted Mikes, that's MLTDMICS.com.
Yes.
Melted Mikes is the home of hip-hop themed t-shirts brought to you by the one and only Pumice Team Mandola. Our code for discount is 10% using the code Mr. Throwback Thursday. That's MR Throwback Thursday. So go check those out.
It's just like our website.
Give yourself a Melted Mikes t-shirt.
Yes.
And finally, Etsy.com/shop/geek-like-you. Hip-hop and pop culture themed items from the Sick Twisted Mind of Mr. Throwback Thursday himself and his sick twisted wife, Mrs. Throwback Thursday. Go check out Etsy.com/shop/geek-like-you, where the geek shall inherit the earth. Don't forget the social media network for the show. Visit us at mrthrowbackthursday.com. That is the homepage for everything about this show. You can go there. You can leave us a voice message by clicking the little microphone. Follows you around everywhere on there. It's called Hit Us Up. You can also follow us on our social media pages. On Twitter, it is _MR_TBT and Bill_MR_TBT, which is also my Instagram and Threads page. Jamie is at MR Throwback Thursday on both of those. It's also the TikTok page.
Yes.
Had a couple
which
of
is a
entries
thing
on there. MR Throwback Thursday. You can follow that. We put little snippets of the show on there just to pique your interest.
Yeah, a little this week on.
You can also like our Facebook page, the one that started it all, Mr. Throwback Thursday, and Home of the TBT Posse. Go log into both of those. Check us out every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fresh Radio at itsfreshradio.com right after the All Request Thursday.
Most times, yeah.
Which you can be a part of by tweeting your requests to DJB at Real Fresh Radio, and he will do his best to get those on for you.
And by the time this airs on Fresh Radio on Thursday, happy 50th birthday to DJB.
Happy 50th birthday to
It's already passed by the time this airs, but we want to make sure we get it out there.
The hardest working turntablist in the world and a stand-up dude.
Yes.
So
he's okay.
He's okay. You can also send us emails if you wish at mrthrowbackthursday@gmail.com. It is shout-outs time.
Yay.
My first shout-out today is going to be the guy who is now convinced that I am DB Cooper. So we will start with...
Is that guy DB Cooper?
Huh?
Is that guy DB Cooper? DB Cooper is convincing the world that Bill is DB Cooper.
In the immortal words of Jennifer Coolidge on the credit card commercial, how would I prove I'm not? So we're going to start with John Henderson.
Yes.
And of course, you can't have John without Sarah Henderson.
You cannot.
And Gail Dunmeyer. And Manny Baez. And Hugo Gonzalez. And Sanket Patel. Teresa Lynn's Simple Luxuries at teresalyns.com. Clay Arsenault. The Shrieking Warrior Jennifer Buchanan. Jason Heath. Jessica Walker. Shane Hatley. Ricky Schnarr. Kenneth Elsfelder. Mr. Cranky Pants, Brian Hollenbeck. The legendary Kevin Van Buren. Rob Jeffroy. I'm not him either, no. Kate Harvey. Catherine Liska. Ken Dwinell. And Wanda Calamia, who just joined us at the end, just in time for Bill Reed's.
Fed her quota.
Yes, she has now had her cunt quota for
the day, at least, she said.
For the day, she said, yes. So always good that we can fill a quota.
Yes.
They get mentioned every week because
or more.
You want to get your name mentioned every week? Become a patron. Go to patreon.com/MRTBT.
Yes.
Don't forget our friends in the industry. As always, check out 1980s Now with Will, Kat, and John. Check out Anthony, Imran, and Rug Boy over at the Jock and Nerd podcast. Check out our friend Talking Thai on her show, What's the Word podcast with Brooklyn Thai NYC, and her webpage, brooklynthainyc.com. We mentioned the hardest working turntablist in the world is DJB. You can get that Fresh Radio app for your phone, as well as itsfreshradio.com. We're also on Wild One Radio at wildoneradio.com. Apparently, you can go see streamers getting naked again.
There.
Do they?
Not at wildoneradio.com, no.
No.
Follow the arrow.
Yes, follow the arrow, which the two streamers right now are me and Jamie. So if that's something that you think you're going to see, one, what's wrong with you? And two, you're going to be disappointed.
Very.
So the Fresh Radio app for your phone is available. Wild One Radio at wildoneradio.com, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. Go find us. Share the good word. Take good care of yourselves. Great line, Rob. Take good care, my friend. Go find us. Do all that stuff. Wash your hands.
Wash your butt.
And until next time, keep it classic.
And like Kool Keith said, Dallas Mavericks want me as a ball-headed 5'8" guard with a 95-inch vertical.
And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.
Fresh.